Hey guys, my name is Marie. I'm Tequila Sunrise on VIrtual Popstar. And as you may notice, all the teams are currently collabing this week to celebrate the Pride Month and appreciate the LGBT+ community. And for this video, I thought of baking a cake with 2 layers, dyed in the colors of the rainbow, which are the official colors of the LGBT+ flag, and maybe some sprinkles on top. I've actually never baked a cake with more than 1 layer before, but I'm just going to try my best and we will see how this will turn out. Also, while watching the video, keep an eye out for 2 codes, one for male and one for female. So now let's just move on to the cake. First of all, I'm going to take a large mixing bowl and add in 375 grams of butter at room temperature and 375 grams of sugar. Mix them together with a hand mixer until the butter has a fluffy-ish consistency. And then I am just going to add in 4 eggs. While I'm mixing everything together, I'll add in 375 grams of flour every now and then. And I'm also taking some baking powder and a little bit of salt, as well as 60 milliliters of milk and a little bit of vanilla extract, and I will mix everything together. Since I want to make a rainbow cake, I need to dye the batter in 6 different colors. Therefore, I'm going to divide the batter into 6 bowls, and in each bowl I'm adding a couple drops of food coloring. And you can weigh out the batter to see if it's divided equally, but I just eyeballed it and went with what I had. And then I'm adding my food coloring, and we have green, red, blue, violet, orange, and yellow. And then I'm just going to mix the colors into the batter. I'm going to take a small 7-inch pan, since honestly I don't know who else is going to eat the cake except for me. Which I probably shouldn't in the first place, but it's whatever. Since I only have one of these pans, I'm going to bake 1/2 of the batter and then bake the other half. Therefore, I need to divide each colored batter again into 2 halves, and I will then add them into my pan. And I'm going to layer all colors on top of each other, starting with violet and moving on to blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. I'm now letting the batter bake in the oven at 170 degrees Celsius with circulating air for around 20 minutes, and I will repeat the same steps with my second cake as soon as the first one is done. So the cakes have been taken out of the oven and cooled down in the fridge for a couple hours, and I will now start to leaven with the cakes to have 2 even layers. So just basically take a knife and cut off the upper part and place it into my mouth to eat it, because honestly, what else am I going to do with it? And as soon as that is done, I will move on to the frosting, which is going to be a really yummy cream cheese frosting. I need 300 grams of cold cream cheese and 58 grams of soft butter, and I'm mixing it together. It is really important that the cream cheese is cold and the butter very soft, so that the frosting will turn out just perfect. To that I'm adding 150 grams of powdered sugar and some vanilla extract. Now let's take the first layer and cover the top in frosting. You can use whatever works. I'm going to take a knife because that's what worked for me, but it doesn't really matter as long as it spreads the frosting evenly. Now I'm putting the second layer on top, and I will completely cover the whole cake in a thin layer of frosting, which is going to catch any crumbs, and then I'll put the cake in the fridge for about half an hour so that the frosting hardens and it is easier to put on a second layer. And this is me adding the second layer of frosting. This layer doesn't really have to be too neat and perfect since we will cover the whole cake in sprinkles completely anyways. And now it's time for sprinkles! Yay! This step is pretty much self-explanatory and very easy to do, but it makes the cake so much better and looks so much fancier. And the cake is ready to be eaten by me. But before this video ends, let's see how the cake looks like from the inside. I already inserted this clip at the beginning, but when I was filming this, I was very nervous since I had no clue how it turned out. But hey, for my first rainbow cake with 2 layers, it doesn't look so bad, doesn't it? Well, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to check out the other videos on this channel and to subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Bye!